This is the FM Gold channel of All India Radio. In the program News Analysis, now we bring you a discussion on launch of various development projects in Uttar Pradesh. The participants are Terry O'Brien, political analyst, and Vinay Kumar, journalist.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today visited Rajdhani. Rajdhani has its own political significance because it is the Lok Sabha constituency represented in Parliament by Sonia Gandhi, UPA chairperson, for the past 20 years. Prime Minister also addressed a public rally there. He visited Prayagraj, and all in all, in Rajdhani, he dedicated development projects worth rupees 1,100 crores, and it includes national highway from Rajdhani to Banda at the cost of nearly 558 crores. But more than that, it was the first visit by Prime Minister in the politically sensitive Hindi heartland of Uttar Pradesh after the results came where BJP took a back seat in these three states of Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, where they lost their governments. Actually, if we see the political significance of this visit more than anything else, because Prime Minister has on earlier occasions also visited Uttar Pradesh and inaugurated a number of development projects in eastern UP, in Bundelkhand, in other parts also. But this is a message he wants to give to the Congress that here is BJP in your own bastion.
The first thing I'd like to point out to Vinay, that what you now stated, after the results of the last three states in the Hindi belt, this is his first rally after the election results, number one. And number two, significantly, he chose the backyard of the Congress of Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, and that is Raebareli. When JFK Kennedy had problems in Cuba, he made a very nice statement that victory has 100 fathers, but defeat is an orphan. I think this must have been in his mind to prove that defeat is not an orphan. I am still standing on my feet, and I will take you in your own backyard. So he did go there. And most importantly, he went to the railway set up out there. But more than that, he decided to address a rally. And when he addresses a rally, he has several things in mind which he tried to counter. One of the things that has been lurking all over the country, even in his mind, is the problem of unemployment. So he took up this issue there, and he flagged off, of course, the Humsafar Express 900 coach. He did it. But then he said that if you look at the railway yard here, Congress, its allegations of unemployment goes to the Congress, because this place was set up to provide 1,000 jobs, which it didn't. And the second thing he said, that the infrastructure is there, but he added there to pacify the women. He said women are important. And thereafter he said, just like UP has developed, we will develop this place.
True, and Prime Minister also pointed out that nearly 2,000 workers have been appointed by the BJP government. It was promised by the previous government that 5,000 workers will be hired, but he said that only half of these posts were approved when he visited this modern coach factory. This area is also quite backward, and if you see the Amethi, the adjoining constituency of Rahul Gandhi, where Textiles Minister Smriti Irani has been challenging the scion of Gandhi family, and now the Congress president is very enthused after the victories and electoral victories in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, when the BJP has suffered a defeat at the hands of its major political rival, that is the Congress. Development has been the plank of BJP government, and Mr. Modi, anywhere he goes, any rally he addresses, his stress is on development projects. And today also, the fact that this Banda region is very, very backward at the backyard of Kanpur and the Raebareli, and Banda road journey used to take nearly 7 to 8 hours, but with this 558 crore project coming up, the travelling time will be reduced to 2.5 hours. So UP also lags behind in the quality infrastructure, not only, roads, but otherwise also. So Prime Minister also, inaugurated this Bamroli airport, which was basically a defense establishment. It will be close to Allahabad, which is now known as Prayagraj. So, all in all, it is also to say that BJP's focus on these two constituencies, two strongholds of the Gandhi family, Amethi and Raebareli. As you said, Terry, this is a message and BJP's strategy to take on the Congress in its own backyard.
Yes, but you see, one thing which is quite striking in his address, in his public rally, he may have criticized the Congress and the Congress criticizes him. That's part of politics. But both the voices resound with one common word: unemployment. So the youth of the country are listening to both sides and they would like answers to their problem. And there is many a slip between the cup and the lip. UPA gave a lot of funds, now the BJP is giving funds. The intention is good, but the road to hell is paved with good intentions. It is deliverance which happens. And if it's not delivered, and there are many hiccups on the way, in any case, there are just 4-5 months for the general elections. So the issues are not going to be unemployment, the issues are going to be larger. But I admire him for one reason, that he proved that defeat is not an orphan. He's decided to go, and as early as this, I think this is his bugle for the action that they're going to take for the 2019 elections. So it has begun, and let's see how Congress retaliates or gives an answer which they feel will be very good.
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley recently spent his MP led funds on development works in Raebareli constituency. Last year's assembly elections, BJP caused huge dents in the Congress bastions also, Raebareli and Amethi as we were talking about. Party won 2 of the 5 assembly seats in Raebareli parliamentary constituency. In Amethi, it won 4 of the 5 seats. So it's not that the BJP doesn't have its presence there in these 2 constituencies, despite both Amethi and Raebareli being traditional strongholds of the Gandhi family, whether Indira Gandhi was there and Firoz Gandhi represented Raebareli, and then Rajiv Gandhi also, and now Rahul Gandhi and Sonia. But the fact is also that Sonia Gandhi has not visited her constituency since April this year.
No, after she fainted during a rally in Varanasi. So health did not permit her to visit. I suppose she will. But Vinay, I want to point out one thing to you. As you said, the earlier results for this, they have a seeing hold. Fine, they do have a hold. But my question, the narrative is gradually changing. I mean, you can't bank on the earlier results. There has been a paradigm shift. So I think the BJP should get back to the drawing board, rethink not only of speaking to people, but delivering. Because people right now, as we all know, the issues are just 3. Unemployment, farmers' distress, and of course there are others that you blame a finger on me, I blame a finger. But that's the larger issue is the people. And I think the connect with the people. Mr. Modi is a very good orator, nobody can have any doubt about it. So it is time that he has a larger team to reach out to the people, and I'm sure he has something in mind, and that is why he did not sit back in Delhi. He went, and this is his first rally after the election results, the assembly results. All's fair in love and war and all's fair in politics. You have to meet the people, listen to the people, and deliver.
He also visited Prayagraj, formerly known as Allahabad, to review preparations for the Kumbh Mela that will be held in that city next year. And Prime Minister also opened a state-of-the-art command and control center at the Kumbh Mela, because it's the largest human congregation on the earth. His visit there is also giving a fillip to yesterday. We had seen, heads of mission, of diplomats from embassies situated in New Delhi taking a trip to Prayagraj to see how Kumbh is held. So Kumbh Mela is also a great attraction, and if any mishap occurs and if there is any hiccup in implementing the schemes, precautionary measures, it can take a heavy toll on human lives. Any mishap can, spell a disaster for the state government as well as on the people also. And for better connectivity, now we'll have Bamrauli Airport, which is near Prayagraj, which the Prime Minister inaugurated, and he also did the Ganga Pujan. His stress again was on Swachh thousands of toilets being built,
yeah.
tented city has come up. So in itself is an art for the UP, the police and administration and other agencies to organize an event at such a grand scale and to manage the masses which will be converging on Prayagraj for their holy dip and to do their offer prayers and do pujas and even camp there in Prayagraj. That is also a great exercise.
Oh yes, because I'll tell you, till now, the Kumbh Mela lived on its own with no structure as such. And if, as the Prime Minister has decided, to give it a formal structure where people can go and, as you said, there'll be toilets, there'll be health issues can come up, even safety. So in a way, it's a very big gift from the Prime Minister to one of the largest events on the planet Earth.
And the issue of connectivity, so far, Prayagraj or Allahabad has very good train connections, railway connections from all parts of the country, but the only thing which was lacking is a proper, airport and proper airport terminal. And Bamroli is very nearby. So if people are visiting during Kumbh, that problem of connectivity will be solved. Now the greater, as you said, the deliverance is a problem. The promises which had been made, and in 2019 only few months are left for the general elections to be held. So the Prime Minister himself is, very keen in monitoring the implementation of development projects through his Pragati program, where he speaks directly to the officials that what happened to these programs, at what stage they are. So he is very keen on seeing that these programs which have been, drafted by either by the center with the help of state governments, how they are progressing, and he takes video conferences through the Pragati program, sitting in his office here at PMO in South Block. So that itself is an innovation for the Prime Minister to be taking stock of these programs. So I'm sure there must be, some hiccups there, or there are some missing connections. All these things will be pulled up and put together so that, in the last few months of BJP government coming to it, nearing its end of the tenure. So these things could be pulled up in a very neat manner.
Yes, and one thing is what you said, Vinay. The most important thing for any government is to hear the heartbeats of the people. And I think that Mr. Modi, after this election, may reach out further to people, because it is only when you listen to people. Now he has done a fantastic thing it's not a new name. Prayag is an old name. It's the original name, and later it got named to Allahabad. The new thing that the Prime Minister is trying to do is to revive and create a state of excellence so that people who come, tourists and pilgrims, feel nice, safe, and they can carry out their prayers.
Yeah, very rightly said, Terry. Keep your finger on the pulse of the people and take corrective measures and steps. These will be the two key things to which BJP will be looking for in the next few months to come. Thank you, Terry, for the discussion.
Thank you very much.
You are listening to a discussion on launch of various development projects in Uttar Pradesh. The participants were Terry O'Brien, political analyst, and Vinay Kumar, journalist. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio. This program is also available on our website newsonair.nic.in.